Hare Krishna, dear devotees, let us chant one round of japa with Srila Prabhupada. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya, Krishna Presthaya Bhutale, Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine, Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine, Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine. Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Sri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaur Bhaktivinoda. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayam Mudirayet. Nashtaprayeshva Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavat Sevaya Bhagavatyuttama-shloke Bhaktir-bhavati naishtiki. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna-preshthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti-vedanta Swaminiti Namine. Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine. Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhaktivinoda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Granth-raj Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Srimad Bhagavad Gita as it is ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Samaveta Gaur Bhaktivinoda ki jai. Om Ajnana-timirandhasya Jnananjana-salakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Welcome to today's Srimad Bhagavatam for all session. Let us recite Bhagavad Gita shloka. We are reciting from Srimad Bhagavad Gita as it is, chapter 15, text 6. Achit Priya Arundhati Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam, Sashra Prabhu, Chandramara Jayagurus Vasudhati.
Dandavat Pranam Mataji. All glories to Srila Prabhupada.
Na tad pashyate suryo na shashanko na pavakaha
Bhasayate Mataji. Bhasayate.
na tad bhasayate suryo na shashanko na pavakaha yadgatva na nivartante taddama paramam mama. Translation Prabhupada. Translation: the supreme abode of mind is not illumined by the sun or moon, nor by fire or electricity. Those who reach it never return to this material world. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Saujanya Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam, all glories to Srila Prabhupada, all glories to the assembled devotees.
Dandavat Pranam Mataji. All glories to Srila Prabhupada.
Na tad bhashayate shuryo, na shashanko na pavakaha, yad gatva na nivartante, tad dhama paramam mama. That supreme abode of mine is not illumined by the sun or moon, nor by fire or electricity. Those who reach it never return to this material world. Hare Krishna.
Sri Radhe Shravani Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam, Jai Srila Prabhupada.
Dandavat Pranam Mataji. Jai Srila Prabhupada.
Na tad bhasayate suryo na sashanko na pavakaha yad gatva na nivartante taddama paramam mama. That supreme abode of mine is not illumined by sun or moon, nor by fire or electricity. Those who reach it never return to this material world. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Srimad Bhagavad Gita as it is, chapter 15, text 6. Na tad bhasayate suryo na shashanko na pavakaha yad gatva na nivartante taddhama paramam mama. That supreme abode of mine is not illumined by the sun or moon, nor by fire or electricity. Those who reach it never return to this material world. So tomorrow we will be learning a new verse because today is Sunday. Let's read Srimad Bhagavatam. We are reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 10, Chapter 2. prayers offered by the demigods to Krishna in the womb. So, in the last few verses, we saw that Lord Krishna ordered Yogamaya to go to Vraja, where Rohini, the wife of Vasudev, is residing in Nanda Maharaja's home, and also Vraja, which is beautified, decorated by, it is filled with gopas and gopis, cows, and Yogamaya should attract Balaram, who is now in the womb of Devaki. Yogamaya should attract him to the womb of Rohini. And also the Lord said, I am going to appear as the son of Devaki, but I will only be partially experiencing the sonhood from Devaki. Why? Because Devaki has this Aishwarya Bhava. That's why that's why it's Amsha Bhagena. Remember that word Amsha Bhagena? We understood 4 meanings. Amsha means, first of all, Amsha means, we saw according to Sridhar Swami, Amsha means his Jnana Shakti and Bala Shakti, like this, and other potencies that the Lord has. So Amsha, Bhagena means residing. So that means what? That person, Amsha Bhagena, that means the Lord, who along with his Amshas resides in his devotees. That's the meaning. Okay, Amsha Bhagena, according to Sridhar Swami, means this, the complete Lord, the Purna Bhagavan. So Purna Bhagavan means along with all his Amshas, resides in his devotees. That Lord is going to appear as the son of Devaki. Then, according to Jiva Goswami, we saw Amsha Bhagena means, again, Amshas means, one meaning is all his potencies, right? All his Amshas, all his potencies enter. That Lord in whom all his Amshas enter, he is going to appear as the son of Devaki. And then second meaning given by Jiva Goswami is the Lord who is the cause of all Amshas. And in this case, Amshas means all the Gunavataras, the Vishnu, the Swamshas, like the Vishnu Murti forms, like Matsya, Vamana, Kurma, Lord Brahma, everyone, all types of avatars of the Lord, Lord Shiva, Lord Brahma. So the one who is cause for all the Amshas, that Lord is going to appear in the womb of Devaki. And fourth, finally, Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur's commentary of Amsha Bhagena means Amsha, portion of the portion. So the Lord is going, and here Devaki Putra, I'm making a little corrections that's why I'm explaining it again. Already we had covered it 2 days ago, but I went back and heard the lecture one more time, and then wherever some fine tuning is required, I'm just adjusting. Okay, so so there Devaki Putra means actually Putra Bhava. It's not that, so Devaki Putra means that Putra Bhava he is going to experience, that sonhood, right? So there literally it means that experience of being a son is not going to be complete as it's going to be with Yashoda Mai. So Putra, and so that's going to be a portion of the portion, small, it's not complete, portion of the portion. So, and then why? Because she has this Aishwarya Bhava, the natural, full parenthood, she's not able to exhibit because it is blocked by her Aishwarya Bhava. Like that Krishna said to Yogamaya. And also Krishna told Yogamaya that I'm not going to experience full sonhood from Devaki, but I will experience full sonhood from Yashoda. I will be the son of Yashoda. As the son of Yashoda, I will experience this sonhood completely. And you, Yogamaya, you will also appear in the womb of Nanda's wife. That means I will be the son of Yashoda. I will experience all the Vatsalya Prema from Yashoda. You will also appear in the womb. Krishna doesn't say that you will appear as the daughter of Yashoda and you will also receive the Vatsalya Prema of Yashoda is not said. So I explained that. Why? Because Yogamaya is going to be in Arupa. Arupa means she won't have a form, she will be there in the form of a potency in Vraja. She will appear in Devaki, Yashoda Mai, and then she will just exist in Vraja in the form of potency. Not that she will take birth as a daughter and she will not have that form like that. But Krishna also says, you will be worshipped by all people gorgeously. You will be known by so many names, and then you will be able to fulfill all their material desires. Krishna is in front of Krishna, who is standing? Yogamaya is standing. And Krishna is telling, you will be known as Bhadrakali, you will be known as Chandika and Vijaya. Are these the names of Yogamaya? Are people actually worshipping Yogamaya in the different temples of Devi on this earth? No. That means here Krishna is talking about Yogamaya's expansion, your expansion, Mahamaya. She will be carried by Vasudev, and then after cheating Kamsa, your expansion, or you will uh, uh, go to various places and you will be worshipped in different names. And then you will be worshipped by ordinary people very gorgeously by animal sacrifices, and various gifts will be offered because you will be uh, completely, supremely capable of fulfilling all their material desires. Then, one more verse we read about how Balaram is the names of Balaram, right? See. Yeah, also the Lord blessed her, saying that, you'll be known by these different names. Then, text 13, we saw the son of Rohini will also be celebrated as Sankarshan. So this one, I think, I don't know if we went over the purport yesterday. I think we just read and ended the class there. Garbha Sankarshanat Tamvai Prahu Sankarshanam Bhuvi Rameti Loka Ramanad Balabhadram Balochrayat. So the son of Rohini will also be celebrated as Sankarshana. Why he is called Sankarshana? Because he is attracted, like Akarshan, like Sankarshan. He is attracted from the womb of Devaki to, or he is pulled from the womb of Devaki to the womb of Rohini. That's why his name is Sankarshan. He is called Rama because he is very pleasing to the devotees of Gokula. And he is called Balabhadra because of his strength. So we saw physical strength, certainly, but even more important is Balaram's spiritual strength. So we discussed this also yesterday, actually. Okay. So then Srila Prabhupada in the purport also said how, Rama can also mean Sitaram. There's no problem in saying that. But sometimes the worshippers of Sitaram object to Balaram being called as Ram. But actually there is no fault in calling Balaram Rama. And then Jayadev Goswami speaks of three Ramas: Parashurama, Raghupati Rama, Balarama. All of them are Ramas, right? You can call Parashurama also Rama. You can call Lord Ramchandra Rama. Of course, that's very, very famous. Everyone, as soon as you say Rama, you will think of Raghupati Rama. But Rama can also mean Balarama, Rama can also mean Parashurama. All of them are Ramas. And of course, we know one more Rama, Radhika Raman. He's also called Rama. Krishna is also called Rama. Okay, now text 14. I think Krishna Shish read yesterday, right? So again, I think Saujanya Mataji's turn. Sandishtaivam Bhagavata Tathetyom iti tadvachaha pratigrihya parikramya gam gata tat tatha karot.
Thus, instructed by the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Yogamaya immediately agreed. With the Vedic mantra Om, she confirmed that she would do what he asked. Thus, having accepted the order of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, she circumambulated him and started for the place on earth known as Nanda Gokula. There, she did everything just as she had been told.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Actually, now while you were reading, I remembered that we read this yesterday, but it's okay. Sri Radhe Shravani Mataji, you can read the purport.
Yes, Mataji. After receiving the orders of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Yogamaya twice confirmed her acceptance by saying, "Yes, sir, I shall do as you order," and then saying, Om Om. Srila Viswanath Chakravarti Thakura comments that Om signifies Vedic confirmation. Thus, Yogamaya very faithfully received the Lord's order as a Vedic injunction. It is a fact that whatever is spoken by the Supreme Personality of Godhead is a Vedic injunction that no one should neglect. In Vedic version, there is no
injunctions.
In
Vedic injunctions.
In Vedic injunction, there are no mistakes, illusions, cheating, or imperfections. Unless one understands the authority of Vedic version, there is no purpose in quoting Shastra. No one should violate the Vedic injunctions. Rather, one should strictly execute the orders given in the Vedas, as stated in Bhagavad Gita 16.24. Tasmat shastram pramanam te karya vyavastitau jnatva shastra vidanoktam karma kartum iharhasi. One should understand what is duty and what is not duty by the regulations of scriptures. Knowing such rules and regulations, one should act so that one may gradually be elevated.
So, since we discussed it yesterday, it's understood. So, after Yogamaya received this instruction from Krishna, then she said, "Yes, sir, I will do it." And she said, Om. So, Om is also like a confirmation, because when you say Om, that means it's a Vedic statement. Vedic statement means it is a fact. It is absolute truth, right? So first she said, "Yes, I will do it," and when she said Om, that means absolute truth means it will happen. If it doesn't happen, then it's not truth, isn't it? You say that something will happen, and if it actually doesn't happen, that means what you said was a lie, isn't it? But when you say Om, that means now it is a Vedic statement, and it was already a Vedic statement because it is a statement of the Lord, right? It was the statement of the Lord, and when she said Om, that means she's saying, yes, this is going to happen. So first she said, yes, I will do as you say, and again she said Om. So here Srila Prabhupada explains the authority, the authenticity of Vedic statements. So that is the final word, right? When there is something said in the scripture, there is no question of arguing against that. Next verse. Garbhe pranite devakya rohinim yoga nidraya aho visramsito garbha iti paura vichukrushuhu. Achut Priya Arundhati Mataji.
When the child of Devaki was attracted and transferred into the womb of Rohini by Yogamaya, Devaki seemed to have a miscarriage. Thus, all the inhabitants of the palace loudly lamented, "Alas, Devaki has lost the child."
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Inba, you can read the first paragraph.
Yes, Mataji. All the inhabitants of the place includes Kamsa.
Palace.
All the inhabitants of the palace includes Kamsa. When everyone lamented, Kamsa joined in compassion, thinking that perhaps because of drugs or some other external means, Devaki had undergone this abortion. The real story of what happened after Yogamaya attracted the child of Devaki into the womb of Rohini in the 7th month of Rohini's pregnancy is described as follows in the Harivamsha. At midnight, while Rohini was deeply sleeping, she experienced, as if in a dream, that she had undergone a miscarriage. After some time, when she awoke, she saw that this had indeed happened, and she was in great anxiety. But Yogamaya then informed her, "O auspicious lady, your child is now being replaced. I am attracting a child from the womb of Devaki, and therefore your child will be known as Sankarshana."
Yes, thank you. Inia?
The word yoga nidra is significant. When one is spiritually reconnected through self realization, one regards his material life as having been like a dream. As stated in Bhagavad Gita, chapter 2, text 69, Yanisha sarva bhutanam tasyam jagrati sayami yasyam jagrati bhutani sa nisha pashyato mune. What is night for all beings is the time of awakening for the self-controlled, and the time of awakening for all beings is night for the introspective sage. The stage of self-realization is called Yoga Nidra. All material activities appear to be a dream when one is spiritually awakened. Thus, Yoga Nidra may be explained to be Yoga Maya.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. So this Yogamaya, after receiving the order of Krishna, went and she started right away to carry out her order. So what was the first thing? She was ordered to pull Lord Balaram from the womb of Devaki and place him in the womb of Rohini. So she did that. So Devaki, so remember we read earlier that both Devaki and Rohini were pregnant. But Rohini was sent secretly by Vasudev to the house of Nanda Maharaj for the protection of her baby, fearing Kamsa. So now, first of all, what did Yogamaya do? By the power of Yogamaya, Rohini actually in the night, right? Srila Prabhupada is explaining. This is explained in Harivamsa. At midnight, while Rohini was deeply sleeping, she experienced as if in a dream that she had undergone a miscarriage. Okay? So it was as if she was dreaming that she had a miscarriage and she wakes up. And when she woke up, she saw that actually she had a miscarriage. She lost her baby and she was in great anxiety. Then Yogamaya informed her, "Don't worry, your baby is going to be replaced. Your baby is not going to be lost, your baby will be replaced. I'm going to attract your baby from the womb of Devaki. And that's why your baby will get the name Sankarshana, because of being attracted from the womb of Devaki." And then she actually did that, right? She attracted Lord Balaram from the womb of Devaki to the womb of Rohini. So now Rohini got the baby, but Devaki had no baby. But Devaki, everyone's eyes were on Devaki. She was in Kamsa's prison, or she was kept under house arrest by Kamsa along with her husband Vasudev, and she was pregnant. So he was waiting for the baby to be born so that he can kill. But and it was heavily guarded. There were so many security guards. So she was being observed, and when the baby was lost, right, you can picture it. She must also be lamenting that the baby is lost. And imagine how when she became pregnant with the seventh baby, she was feeling so much pleasure because it was Rama. Rama means one who gives pleasure to the inhabitants of Gokula, so to the devotees. So she was experiencing so much pleasure and also at the same time lamentation out of fear of Kamsa. So when she lost the baby, you can imagine what type of pain she must be experiencing, suffering. So it was immediately known to everyone, and seeing her, everyone else was feeling so sorry. Oh, poor Devaki, she had a miscarriage, she lost her baby. everyone was feeling sorry and they were crying for her. And interestingly here, all the inhabitants of the palace is said, right? Garbhe pranite devakya rohinim yoga nidraya. And also see, the word is used yoga nidra, not yoga maya. So Srila Prabhupada is explaining that also. Yoga nidra is translated as the spiritual energy called yoga maya. So yoga maya is only called yoga nidra. That means Rohini was in yoga nidra when the uh, miscarriage happened, right? So that happened by, it was actually Yogamaya who was moving the baby. Aho Visram Sito Garbha iti Paura Vichukrushuhu. So all the inhabitants of palace, Pauraha, right? Like you say, citizens like Paura. Pauraha means all the inhabitants of the house. So, when the child of Devaki was attracted and transferred into the womb of Rohini by Yogamaya, Devaki seemed to have a miscarriage, and all the inhabitants, Pauraha, began to lament loudly, alas, alas, Devaki lost her child. So, all the inhabitants includes Kamsa, Srila Prabhupada is saying, or our acharyas are saying. So, all the inhabitants means including Kamsa. Everyone was lamenting, oh, poor Devaki has lost her child. Kamsa joined in compassion, thinking that perhaps because of drugs, like, like nowadays things might happen by taking a drug, you can have a miscarriage. Srila Prabhupada is saying, they were thinking, Kamsa was thinking maybe because of some drugs or something she had, or some other external means, for some reason, maybe she ate something unknowingly or whatever. Somehow she had a miscarriage. So he was also showing compassion to Devaki, right? She underwent abortion. So like that, everyone, nobody even suspected that the baby is actually living somewhere else. But actually what happened is this, right? And how do we know about that? From uh, Harivamsa. So it was Yogamaya who attracted Balaramji from the womb of Devaki to Rohini as per the order of Krishna. It was not a miscarriage. Then why here Yoga Nidra word is significant? How, just like, see, when we read about Devaki is giving birth to 8 children, that is actually demonstrating the flow of bhakti, the process of bhakti. Similarly here also, the Yoga Nidra, what is this signifying? What can you understand from this pastime? Of course it's a pastime, but also from that pastime you can get some lessons like that. So the word Yoga Nidra is significant. When one is spiritually reconnected through self-realization, one regards his material life as having been like a dream. Yoga Nidra. Yoga Nidra. Nidra, when do you dream? When you are sleeping, right? When you are sleeping. Yoga means what? Yoga means connecting with the Supreme. Okay? So, right now, in the conditioned state, we think this material life is all in all. Right? This is my home, this is my job, this is my, family, and, so on and so forth. My identity, I belong to this land. And then I make plans for, for my security and, my health and my children's education and their marriages and so on and so forth. Like, all my energy goes in this only, isn't it? Because I see this as reality. I see this as reality, so I put all my energy into this, paying my bills, and then working and earning to pay my bills. So my consciousness is completely absorbed in these things only. Why? Because I think this is important. This is actually life. This is reality. But what will happen when you become self-realized? Self-realized means, basic self-realization is to realize I'm not this body, I'm a spirit soul. When you get even that realization, then why you will strive so much for this body, right? In Telugu they say budidilo panniru, right? So in ashes, why you will put scented, perfumed water in ashes? What is the use? Is there any benefit in pouring nice scented water in ashes? It's no use. Like that, this body is always dead, and I'm not even this body. This is just a temporary, like you go to a hotel, right? When you're traveling, going somewhere, on the way, just to spend the night, because let's say you're driving to a long distance, and then you have to drive, let's say 30 hours. Now continuously driving 30 hours is too much. So after driving maybe 12 hours or 15 hours, you stop at a hotel and spend the night there, and then get some rest, and the next day you again start driving and you go to your destination. Now, because you're spending the night there, if you start getting attached to that room, you start getting, decorating it and making it, so on and so, whatever else, decorating it, and with nice pictures, and making long term plans, nice bed, nice furniture. You order things for that room, and you'll plan how, in future it's foolish, isn't it? Because when you don't know, like let's say a small child, you have like a small child, like a kindergarten, or a toddler. They may not know necessarily that, oh, this is just a temporary place. They just come and they get all excited. Children generally, you move into a new house and they just get all excited. Oh, immediately they'll start making plans. I'll do this here and I'll do this there, and because as children they don't have complete understanding, right? For how long you're going to stay here, and is it just a one night stay or what? They don't know. They're just becoming happy about it. So for us, those who are not self-realized, we are like those ignorant children, right? We just start making so many arrangements here and thinking that this is all in all, but in reality it is like that hotel room where you have to vacate immediately the next day morning. But an adult who's paying there, right, the rent for that night, the fare you're paying there, he knows, I'm here just to spend the night, just sleep, and I'll wake up in the morning, I'll take a shower, and I'm on my way. He doesn't do anything about that room. He'll just go and use it, sleep it, and then he'll go sleep in it and then leave. So that is the difference between one in knowledge and one in ignorance. So one in knowledge, he will not waste his time in the temporary, which he has to leave anyway, right? But the one who is in ignorance, he doesn't know for how long he has it, but in ignorance, he just thinks this is all in all, and he starts spending all his time and energy on that. So, yoga means one who is awakened. That means one in knowledge, you can say. One who has reconnected with the Supreme. He is self realized, he is in knowledge of who he is, and he is in knowledge, or naturally, both will come together. When you understand you are not this body, naturally, you'll understand the temporary nature of the body and the eternal nature of the self. Both will come. Then you won't waste your time on the temporary things, just only as much as required to get by. That's all. You don't waste too much time there. You understand that, right? I mean, so many cases we have that experience. Like, let's say you have an exam. So what do? You're studying. So you don't want to waste so much time on, you know, normal, on anything actually. Shopping or cooking, minimize it. Or let's say even what to speak of socializing and meetings and all that. Everything is on the side because I have to, right, the next day. Let's say you have Bhakti Shastri exam, Bhakti Vaibhav exam. Minimize all other activities. Right? Simple. Just make khichdi so that you don't spend too much time in the kitchen cooking. Right? Like that. So similarly, when you know, when you realize, when you connect with the Supreme Yoga, right? When you're self-realized, you don't waste time in material things. You don't make elaborate arrangements for material existence just to get by whatever basic, because the more important thing is the eternal thing, right? You'll spend all your energy in that. And this somehow or other, काम चला लेते हैं, like that. Whether it is happiness or distress or comfort or no comfort, It's okay, it will pass anyway. Even if it is happiness and comforts, it's not going to stay eternally. And if it is distress and discomfort, that is also temporary. So why waste your energy on that? Let it pass. Focus your energy on the eternal, on the more important subject, right? If you had an exam, a very important exam in your life, I don't think you would mind why this type of cooking and why whatever it is, just get something, eat and study. So like that. So uh, yoga nidra. So one who is awakened, he sees this material existence, this material body and the dealings here, they are all just like a dream. Why? Because dream has no, it's not tangible. Dream is, it's not real, right? It's not tangible, it's not real. What is the importance of the dream, right? As soon as you wake up in the morning, you forget the dream and you get going with the real business. It's not that, oh, nice dream, today I won't go to work, I won't cook today, let me go back and dream. Who does that? Only the daydreamers, the lazy people will do that. Not the, you know, intelligent people, they don't do that. Because it is after all a dream. What is the importance of the dream? Isn't it? So, yeah, it was a nice dream or whatever, and then that's it. Just leave it and keep going. That's the way one who is awakened to self-realization sees material life and this body like a dream. And when do you dream? In sleep. When you're asleep, you dream. Of course, we also daydream, but that is more like imagining, isn't it? Daydream is more like imagining. But dreams actually come when you sleep. That's why yoga nidra. That's the meaning of yoga nidra. When you are in yoga, when you are awakened to self-realization, then you see this material existence, this material body and the relations of the material body, everything as a dream. So you won't pay much attention to it. So when do dreams come? They come in nidra. That's why yoga nidra. Understand? So what is night for us? So this verse from Bhagavad Gita is very appropriately quoted here by Srila Prabhupada. Yanisha sarva bhutanam tasyam jagrati sanyami. Sanyami means those who are self-controlled, right? Self-controlled. So what everyone else sees as night, the self-controlled sees as day. What should you understand here? What is night to everyone else? Spiritual subject matter. So what happens in the night? You sleep in the night. That means you are unaware of anything that's going on around at night, because you're not in this world actually. You're somewhere else. You're sleeping. You're somewhere else. You're not aware. You're not conscious of the things around. That's night, right? So those who are like the general people, most people in this world, what is night for them? That is actually the time of awakening for the self-control. That means that subject to which they are completely unaware, they are sleeping. That means they don't have any time for spiritual subject matters. They're so busy in, material activities. Uh, what is that verse? Uh, ah, second canto, first chapter. Diva uh, Kutumba Bharanenava. That it's like during the daytime, what is the activity of Grihamedis? At night, uh, Nidra Naktam. Anyway, I think it's 216, I think, not sure the verse. But there it is said that Grihamedis means who? Like for them, their home is all in all. How do they spend their days and nights? That's why I was trying to get to day and night. What is their day and what is their night? Daytime, nighttime, they spend either in sleeping or in sex indulgence. Only two things. And daytime, they go to looking for money, where to get money, where to get money. And after they get that money, how to maintain my family, how to maintain my family. That's all. The days are spent, there's only two meditations during the day: where to get money, and then how to spend it for maintaining my family. That's a Grihamedi. And how does he spend his nights? Either he's sleeping or he's having sex. This is the life of a typical Grihamedi. So this is like most people in the world. That is why it is said, Ya Nisha Sarva Bhutanam. What is night for all living entities? What is night for all living entities means? Except for these two subjects. Huh? He's like collecting money, earning money, and spending for family maintenance. He's completely uh, shut off to all other knowledge. He has no time for anything else. That is why he is. This is his. For him, all other knowledge is like night. It's like darkness. There's no time for any subject matter. Only two things: earn money and spend it for family maintenance. That's all. All other subjects, spiritual topics, it's out. For all that is night for him. That means night means, what does he do? For him, what is night? Night means sleeping. It's in ignorance. So that is night for him. And just the opposite for the self-control. His night, what is his night? The Grihamedi's night is spiritual subject matters. That is his day. That means day is the time when you are active. So for a self-controlled person, he's really all ears, very conscious. To which topics? Spiritual topics, about who I am, right? It's not he's only worrying and working for this body, earning money and maintaining this body and extended body. No. He is actually completely awake to spiritual topics. This is a self-controlled person. So you see the contrast. When you are not self-realized, all your energy is going on how to earn and how to maintain. When once you become self-realized, this becomes secondary for you. How to earn and how to maintain becomes secondary. Your main activity becomes how to realize the self and what are the activities of the spirit soul, and you want to engage in those activities, not in these activities which are temporary. So that is why this verse is quoted. Yanisha sarva bhutanam. What is night for all living entities? Yasyam jagarti sanyami. What is night for them is actually day for the self-controlled. And what is day for all living entities? What is day for all living entities? That means these activities, right? Earning money, maintaining, that is their day. That is night for the introspective sage. He doesn't want to waste time in those things. Those who are really advanced devotees, Paramahamsas, do you ever see them like working so hard to earn and so that they can maintain themselves and their families? No. Now you can say, what about, our acharyas? Bhaktivinoda Thakur was a magistrate. We see how hard he worked. He was like very, very efficient. He was maintaining a family with 11 children, and he was the district magistrate, and he was doing so much. How you're saying that great devotees are not busy in working and maintaining families? You can say Srila Prabhupada also. He had a business, he had a wife, he had not just wife and children, his father, his servants. He was maintaining 20 people with his income. So then what does that mean? See, it is about the faith that you have. The reason that our acharyas, sometimes we see that they are also working, is not because they think this is essential. If I don't work, how I will maintain my family? That's not there at all for them. It's not there at all for them. Because if that is the consciousness, they will never ever be able to leave that. Note it. If they felt that if I didn't work, how this family will be maintained, if they felt like that, they would never be able to leave that family, because who will maintain after they left? Nobody was there. But they work like that to set example for those who are not yet pure devotees, or who didn't get that type of faith in Krishna. So people who didn't get that type of faith, if you just preach to them that you just give up everything and you join Krishna consciousness movement, they don't believe, they don't have the faith, or we can say we don't have the faith that if I simply chant Hare Krishna, if I simply did devotional service, I will be maintained. I don't have to work. I don't have to pay my bills. I don't have to do anything. I can simply sit and chant 24 hours and everything will be done by that bhakti. Because we don't have that faith, then, and if somebody, by listening to a nice powerful preaching, we say, okay, I'm going to give up everything, but because I didn't actually get that faith, what will happen? And it happens all the time. Many times it happens, especially usually with youngsters, uh, like college going students. They just, because they think, oh, going to school and college, it's so difficult, studying and all that. Oh, you don't need to do all this. You can simply be a devotee, and that's fine. And they'll just drop their college in the middle. They'll just join the temple to be a full-time devotee. And then the first day they come down, Mangalarti, very nice. And then after Mangalarti is over and breakfast is over, and then you are given some, go and clean the bathrooms and go and clean the hallway. And they're like, I don't want to do that. Because you have this idea that I am I'm a college student and I am this and that. And that type of work I don't want to do. And then gradually they'll become miserable. And then they will even and also they don't know what to do if they don't have a proper uh, authority to engage them all day, because really pure devotional service means 24/7 engagement. You should be engaged throughout the day in direct devotional service. So they don't have that, and they are not willing to do that also. There is laziness. So they'll just think, oh, this is easy life. Living in the temple is easy life. I don't have to work. I don't have to do anything. And I get prasadam. I get rent. I don't have to pay rent. I get a nice place. I get my room. And, what else do I want? I don't have to do anything. Maybe I just go to attend the program in the morning. And even that also, they don't come actually as the days go by. You know why? Because they didn't get that strong faith. So which is better? Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, na buddhi bhedam janayet. Buddhi bhedam. Don't disturb. Don't produce buddhi bhedam in those people who didn't yet get full shraddha and bhakti. Let them do what they're doing. Let them do their work. But at the same time, you inspire them to, you build their shraddha. Engage them in hearing Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam. Engage them in chanting. Engage them in devotional service. Let them come to the temple whenever they are able to come. Engage, do some service for Krishna. And at the same time, be responsible and do take care of your lives outside. You work, you maintain your families. And while doing that, always think of Krishna. Which is better? This is better. Because idle mind is devil's workshop. You're not idle here. You're working, you're doing everything. And then whenever you get a chance, you're hankering. When will I go in the association of devotees? When will I go to the temple? When will I take darshan of the deities? When will I sit in the kirtan? Little bit, I'll get some service to do for the deities. I'll get to cook something. I'll get to make some garlands. So one who didn't get full faith that I should only do bhakti 24 hours. And when you get that type of faith, you won't do anything else. You'll always be hankering. There's no question of wasting time, no matter where you are. You will be hankering for the association. You will sit there. There's no question of going on the laptop and browsing, shopping, or gaming, or watching movies. Nothing. News. Nothing. No way. You'll be like looking for, again, minimize your material activities to the basics. That's what such a person will do for himself, right? And even that, whatever maintenance also happens through bhakti only. He'll get some Krishna prasadam. He won't do any activity other than bhakti, or his endeavor will be to do only bhakti. That is Shraddha. So if one didn't get faith and you tell him you drop your job, drop your studies, and just join the temple because this is the only activity that we should do, is it false? No, it's not false. It is true. Jivara Swarupa Hoy Krishnera Nityadas. The identity of the living entity is he is eternally the servant of Krishna. But are you qualified to do that? Am I qualified to do that at this time? That has to be seen. So that is why it is not the same instruction for everyone. Everyone is on their journey on different levels. Someone in their past life may have already covered 80%, right, of Shraddha. Little bit is remaining. So in this life, when they connect immediately, very quickly, they get that Shraddha. And to them, the instruction given is just drop everything, come to temple. Don't even worry about getting married and getting a job, right? Like as soon as you finish your college, come, or even in the middle of the it's okay, just come and join the temple. But that type of a devotee should be there, who is able to see that. The guru will be able to see that and will instruct, okay, you come. But to another devotee, he'll say, no, no, you go, you get married, or you work outside, because he can see that this person doesn't have faith. Ultimately, we have to see what is best for that individual, so that that person will be progressing in bhakti. We don't want to jeopardize, we don't want to harm that person's bhakti by giving instructions, which are, um, which will disturb their bhakti. We don't want to do that, right? So for that, to be able to guide someone like that, that devotee also should have a certain level of spiritual advancement, who should be able to see what is the level of this person, right? Uh, so therefore, it's not the same instruction for everyone to give up or to, to do. Uh, but at the same time, you shouldn't say, now you shouldn't preach. This is only the way to do. Everyone should do this only. That also you shouldn't say. No, you should not stop, and no, you shouldn't join the temple. Everyone should just go and get jobs, because, you shouldn't be parasites on society. You should work and you should earn your livelihood, and then whatever you earn, you maintain yourself and your family, and also you support the temple by giving some money to the temple. That depends on your particular shraddha, right? If somebody has full shraddha, he can surrender to Krishna, then he can just leave everything and join the temple, because he has this faith, Krishna will maintain me. Whether I'm here or there or wherever, ultimately everything is coming from Krishna. He will maintain me. If I'm doing bhakti, he won't maintain. And if I'm doing my job, or if I'm doing farming, or if I'm a housewife, is this money coming from some other source? Immediately it may appear like it's coming because of this or that. Actually, everything is coming from Krishna only. If I am engaged 24 hours in Krishna's service, won't he provide me my food and shelter? This devotee will have this faith, so he won't bother. He won't bother to work. So therefore, it's not the same instruction for everyone. Krishna himself says, if someone doesn't have faith, don't disturb them. What will happen if you disturb them? That we discussed in the beginning, right? Then he'll be like all hyped, and he'll say, okay, I'll just drop everything. This seems to be easy, and he'll join the temple. He'll give up his job, and shortly after that, he will become miserable. What did I do? Everything was going nicely. I spoiled my life, right? In my youth, I could have completed my college and I could have gotten a good job. I could have married when I was young. And then now, by the time I'm 40, 45, I could have just given up everything because my children would have grown up. I joined the temple when I was young. I had opportunity to, pursue my career, and I just dropped. That was foolishness on my part. Why? Because no Shraddha. So that is why ultimately the goal is Krishna consciousness only for everyone. Once you are awakened to Krishna consciousness, then you will see the futility of this world. But those who are on that level already, who have that Shraddha, just so that they don't disturb these people who don't have Shraddha, they will also work like Bhaktivinoda Thakur, right? And we have in current today's society also, there are, some big, devotees. Big means in society, they are big names, right? Like having big businesses and so on and so forth. But that is being done simply to encourage these people who don't have faith yet, they don't have full faith yet, that it's okay. You can practice Krishna consciousness even wherever you are, right? Sthane sthita. Wherever you are, just stay where you are and practice Krishna consciousness. You start from there. It's important that you begin where you are. Once you start, it will start growing. It's not about giving up what you have. And when you get that type of Shraddha, it won't be a struggle. It will be automatic. It will be natural for you and for others also. It won't be a struggle to just give up, right? So and majority of the people in society, right, and they're not coming with full Shraddha. That has to be cultivated like this, coming together every day and hearing from Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam in the association of devotees, again and again, hearing what Shastra is saying, Bhakti Shastras, especially Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam. By hearing it, our Shraddha will be increased. And then we will not spend too much energy on material endeavors. We will minimize our material endeavors and we'll try to use whatever time we have in Krishna consciousness, like that. So, so for that sake, to guide these people, great persons like Yudhishthir Maharaj, Parikshit Maharaj, they're all pure devotees, but still they're doing duties in this world, maintaining families, working jobs. It is yoga nidra, it is nidra, right? It is a dream. This life in this world is a dream. My country, my kingdom, my followers, my children, my community, so on and so forth, my job, nothing is going to stay with me. As soon as I die, everything I forget, everything is left behind and I go somewhere else, and then a whole new thing will start. So it is like a dream. Then why such pure devotees are encouraging this dream? They are not encouraging this dream, but make the best use of a bad bargain, right? So it's okay, even if you are in this situation, chant Hare Krishna, hear Krishna Katha. You hold on to that, then all these unwanted things will actually fall away gradually. But your attention should be not on giving up this or giving up that. Your attention should be to increase your bhakti more and more. Spend more time chanting, more time hearing, more time in devotional service. Save that time for that. That itself is Shraddha. Shraddha means you get that faith in devotional service and you will try to squeeze in whatever time here and there and use it in devotional service instead of thinking, I'm getting bored, I don't know what to do now. It won't be the case anymore. You will think 24 hours is not sufficient. There's so much to be done. You'll cut down on all unwanted things as much as possible so that you can use that time in Krishna consciousness, right? So, um, this is Yoga Nidra. Yoga Nidra means one who connects with the Supreme, who is self-realized. Now he will see material activities like a dream. He won't waste his time on those things, right? Even though he may be doing it for now, but his faith, his interest, his goals are not in these material activities. Let us read Bhagavad Gita because we didn't read yesterday. So, one second, let me just remember who read today. Inba, Inia read, right? So, Isha will begin tomorrow. Yeah. Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita also we are in the middle of purport. Okay, you can also read. You can take turns reading, so that way everyone will get a chance. Okay, Bhagavad Gita, the verse is 239. Eshate, okay, please repeat. एषा ते विहिता सांख्ये बुद्धिर्योगे त्विमां शृणु बुद्ध्या युक्तो यया पार्थ कर्म बंधम प्रहास्यसि. Okay, so Isha, you read the translation. Oh, Isha is not here, right? Okay. Isha, Krishna, Shish, Madhava. The Rasapriya is here. Okay, translation.
Thus far I have described this knowledge to you through analytical study. Now listen as I explain it in terms of working without fruitive results. O son of Pritha, when you act in such knowledge, you can free yourself from the bondage of works.
Yes. Thus far I have described this knowledge to you through analytical study. Now listen as I explain it in terms of working without fruitive results. Exactly what we discussed in Bhagavatam also, right? Right. You are not so. Anyway, let's just read first. Now listen as I explain it in terms of working without fruitive results. That means you don't have to give up work, but work without that desire for the result of the work. And that result also you have to offer to Krishna. O son of Pritha, when you act in such knowledge, you can free yourself from the bondage of works. Okay, so purport, we'll take one purport each person. So, Sonia Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada.
Please accept my humble obeisances, Mataji. All glories to Srila Prabhupada.
According to Nirukti or the Vedic dictionary, Sankhya means that which describes things in detail, and Sankhya refers to
So
that.
this is Sankhya and this is Sankhya.
Sankhya means which describes things in detail, and Sankhya refers to that philosophy which describes the real nature of the soul. And yoga involves controlling the senses. Arjuna's proposal not to fight was based on sense gratification. Forgetting his prime duty, he wanted to cease fighting because he thought that by not killing his relatives and kinsmen, he would be happier than by enjoying the kingdom after conquering his cousins and brothers, the sons of Dhritarashtra. In both ways, the basic principles were for sense gratification. Happiness derived from conquering them and happiness derived by seeing kinsmen alive are both on the basis of personal sense gratification, even at a sacrifice of wisdom and duty. Krishna therefore wanted to explain to Arjuna that by killing the body of his grandfather, he would not be killing the soul proper. And he explained that all individual persons, including the Lord himself, are eternal individuals. They were individuals in the past, they are individuals in the present, and they will continue to remain individuals in the future. Because all of us are individual
Souls, individual souls eternally.
individual souls eternally, we simply change our bodily dress in different manners, but actually we keep our individuality even after liberation from the bondage of material dress. An analytical study of the soul and the body has been very graphically explained by Lord Krishna, and this descriptive knowledge of the soul and body from different angles of vision has been described here as Sankhya in terms of Nirukti dictionary. This Sankhya has nothing to do with the Sankhya philosophy of the atheist Kapila. Long before the impostor Kapila
Kapilas.
Sankhya, the Sankhya philosophy was expounded in the Srimad Bhagavatam by the true Lord Kapila, the incarnation of Lord Krishna, who explained it to his mother Devhuti. It is clearly explained by him that the Purusha or Supreme Lord is active and that he creates by looking over the Prakriti. This is accepted in the Vedas and in the Gita. The description in the Vedas indicate that the Lord glanced over the Prakriti or nature and impregnated it with atomic individual souls. All these individuals are working in the material world for sense gratification, and under the spell of material energy, they are thinking of being enjoyers. The mentality is dragged to the last point of liberation when the living entity wants to become one with the Lord. This is the last snare of Maya or sense gratificatory illusion, and it is only after many births of such sense gratificatory activities that a great soul surrenders unto Vasudeva, Lord Krishna, thereby fulfilling the search after the ultimate truth.
Thank you, Mataji. So we had covered this already yesterday. We read it. So here basically the point is Arjun's uh, premise for not fighting is his personal enjoyment, right? Because if he fought, he thought that enjoyment which he would get by winning the kingdom is less compared to the enjoyment which he would get by seeing his family members living. But his whole purpose of his only goal there was his personal enjoyment, right? So but you cannot, that type of work will actually bind you. When you're working for the result with the intention of enjoying the result when you work, that type of work will actually bind you to this material world. That is the point. But if you're working like we were discussing earlier, right, like let's say Bhaktivinoda Thakur is working, but he's not depending on that work for his maintenance. He's depending on Krishna. That's a pure devotee, of course. But here, even if you are doing Nishkama Karma Yoga means you are working without expecting the result. Why? Because you know, if I work and give up the fruits, that work will not bind me. I have to do something. I have this body, hands and legs. I have to do something. I cannot just be not doing anything, especially if my mind is still polluted. I still have desires in my heart. I won't be able to sit idle and meditate. My mind will be running all over the place. So then it is suggested that you work, but don't work for the result of the work. You work and offer that result, sacrifice the result to the Supreme. Just don't take the result. By doing that, what will happen? Your heart will become pure. You keep working, but give up the result. Don't take the result yourself. That will purify your heart. That type of work is good. That's what Krishna is saying. So you are thinking you will fight and you will enjoy, or you will not fight and then you will enjoy. Either case, it's not good, because you are thinking, I will do this because I will enjoy. But now you don't do it like this. You do it because I'm a Kshatriya. As a Kshatriya, I have to do my duty. Whether my family members are killed or they are not killed, it may give me pain or not, it does not matter. Whatever the result, I will just do because this is my duty. When you do duty like this, then you will actually become pure. Your heart will be purified. That's what is, the Sankhya philosophy is the same, right? Well, Sankhya philosophy, Krishna already explained before. Sankhya philosophy is different. Sankhya philosophy means understanding that, well, it's based on that. Of course, this type of work is also based on that. Understanding that I'm not this body, I'm a spirit soul, right? Uh, so that is, so then how to understand? By analytical study. That is Sankhya, right? Analytical study, that how I'm not this body, right? So like Prabhupada says, this is my hand, right? This is my head, this is my, whatever, my. Then who am I? Like, this is analytical study. Then you go, oh, I'm not this finger, I'm not this hand, I'm not this head. Like that you say, not this, not this, not this, not this, not this. What will remain in the end? You will be the soul. This is Sankhya philosophy, right? Sankhya, understanding things in reality. Sankhya philosophy. So Krishna already explained that before. And then he explained The philosophy of karma kanda also. You fight, and when you fight, you'll get a kingdom, you'll become happy. Or you die after fighting, you have a, like a hero's death on the battlefield, you go to heaven and you will enjoy. Why you're lamenting? There's nothing to lose when you fight. That angle also Krishna finished. So now Krishna is going to explain this nishkama karma. You work not because you want the result, you just work because when you work like this, you'll become free from bondage. You don't have to again take birth in this material world. You will be liberated eventually. So next paragraph. So this mentality of enjoyment is dragged to the last, snare of Maya. What is that? This enjoy, right? I'm not able to enjoy in this world because after all I have to die. After I do everything, I have to give up this body. So then I will go and merge into Brahman. That is also enjoyment only, right? That's also enjoyment only. That's the last snare of Maya. Okay, next paragraph. Usha Mataji, Medha, one of you.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranams, all glories to Srila Prabhupada, all glories to the simple devotees.
Dandavat Pranam Mataji, all glories to Srila Prabhupada.
Arjuna has already accepted Krishna as his spiritual master by surrendering himself unto him. Shishyasteham
Shadi.
Shadi Mam Swam Prapannam. Consequently, Krishna will now tell him about the working process in Buddhi Yoga or Karma Yoga, or in other words, the practice of devotional service only for the sense gratification of the Lord. This Buddhi Yoga is clearly explained in chapter 10, verse 10, as being direct communication with the Lord, who is sitting as Paramatma in everyone's heart. But such communion does not take place without devotional service. One who is therefore situated in devotional or transcendental loving service to the Lord, or in other words, in Krishna consciousness, attains to this stage of Buddhi Yoga by the special grace of the Lord. The Lord says, therefore, that one only to those who are always engaged in devotional service out of transcendental love does he award the pure knowledge of devotion in love. In that way, the devotee can reach him easily in the ever blissful kingdom of God.
Yes, thank you, Mataji. So we were discussing Nishkama Karma Yoga. Actually, Nishkama Karma Yoga is the path which is followed by the people, transcendentalists, whose aspiration is to go and merge into Brahman. Nishkama Karma Yoga, that means when you still have desires, you have to work, but the way you dovetail that is you work and you give up the results. So your goal is you want to actually go and merge eventually. And when you get complete purification of heart, then you give up all work, no need to work. Now you can go and start practicing direct jnana sadhanas. That's their path. But here Srila Prabhupada is saying for devotees, how devotees will act, what is nishkama karma for them. It's not nishkama karma. For devotees it is called karmarpanam. Karmarpanam means same thing. We also have desires. But how to dovetail that in Krishna's service, right? So instead of desiring for my family and my enjoyment, I have a propensity like to cook, right? I like to cook and I'm very good at cooking. Instead of going and working in some restaurant so that I can earn more money and with that money I will enjoy life, let me cook for Krishna. You understand? So whatever propensities I have, let me dovetail that in Krishna's service. I will do my work. I can be a Brahmana. Of course, cooking for Krishna is not karma. That is directly devotional service. I just gave that example because we are all ladies. Generally, all ladies are cooking, right? That's something that we cannot get away with. Everyone has to cook. But otherwise, duties. You have so many duties. You're a teacher, you're a lawyer, you're a Brahmana. Like that. So many duties you have, Purohita. So, farmer, right? And you identify yourself with that role. It's possible, right? Because you've been doing it, you identify yourself as, with that identity. That's where you are at currently. So then how do you begin? Of course, certainly you should all do, everyone, we should all do direct devotional service chanting Hare Krishna. But we are chanting for how long? 2 hours, right? The rest of the time, we are working, we are doing jobs, we are maintaining families. That work, you offer it to Krishna. The result of that work, you offer it to Krishna. That is equivalent to Nishkama Karma Yoga for Gyanis. For the devotees, it is called Karma Arpanam, offering that karma. That is also bhakti, but it is not pure bhakti. It is called Aropa Siddha Bhakti. But that means karma arpanam, offer, right? Or either you offer your work, hmm, or what you can do is you work somewhere else, you earn that money, and that money you go and give it to Krishna. Same. You can do the not same, they're on different levels, but this is karma. You start like that, connecting whatever you do by offering it to Krishna. What will happen when you do this? So Prabhupada is quoting from the 10th chapter, 10:10. What is 10:10? Tesham satata yuktanam bhajatam priti purvakam dadami buddhi yogam tam yena mam upayantite. There, buddhi yoga means it's actually devotional service, right? Here, buddhi yoga in the 2nd chapter means nishkama karma. But anyway, either way, Srila Prabhupada is connecting because he's making it relevant to all of us. Srila Prabhupada doesn't want to confuse us with, this is jnana, this is yoga. He's coming directly to the point because we are Kali Yuga people and Kali Yuga 2024 people. We are so busy. Just give us, like the sages, right? They said, you have studied, they're telling to Suta Goswami, Shaunakadi rishis are saying, you have studied all the scriptures and all the Puranas, Itihasas, you've studied everything. So you know what is the conclusion. You don't have to tell us everything because we don't have that much of ability to grasp all that, and after hearing all that to find out what is the conclusion, we don't have that capacity, but you have. So whatever you have learned, right, what is the essence of all that, what is the conclusion of all that, you just tell us that, and then we will directly take that, like that. So just like what's the good example, right? uh, go collect uh, sabjis from the garden, pick, wash, peel, cut, and then cook and everything. Now ready made. The sabji, prepared sabji you put on the plate, someone will eat. But so much work went behind that, isn't it? As opposed to if you told them you go and get the sabji and you make yourself and you eat. And on the other side you just make and put it on the plate, which is easier. So like that. Just give us what we should do now, like that. So anyway, so in Srila Prabhupada's purport, Srila Prabhupada is directly telling how you can connect this verse to your situation today, right? So whatever work you do, if you do it with this, like anything that I do, I want to do it for the pleasure of Krishna, whatever work I do. What is that verse? 9:27. Yat karoshi, yat juhoshi, yat dadasi, yat karoshi, yadashnasi, yat juhoshi, dadasi, yat tapasyasi kaunteya, tat kurushva madarpanam. Whatever you do, of course, whatever you do, if you look at that verse, yat karoshi, work that you do. So whatever charity you give, whatever puja you do, whatever dana and tapasya, austerity, the result of all that, you give it to me. You don't take it, you give it to me, right? So that is, of course, Krishna will never tell us to do anything which is against Shastras. Shastra Baddha karma only he will ask us to do. But work that you do it for the pleasure of Krishna. Srila Prabhupada is saying like this. So that means when you do like this, then it becomes bhakti. And by that bhakti, when Krishna is pleased, dadami buddhi yogam tam, Krishna will instruct. He will guide you how you should progress further. From within, he will guide you. Actually, that verse literally means tesham satata yuktanam bhajatam priti purvakam. Bhajan. That means you're directly Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam, Pada Sevanam. So that is direct devotional service. But Srila Prabhupada is linking it, like how you can connect with that. You do the work that you're doing, always everything that you do, you ask yourself, am I doing it to please Krishna? By thinking like that, you're actually connecting with Krishna. And by this type of practice, when you're doing like this all the time, Krishna is seeing that you're making that endeavor, then tesham satata yuktanam bhajatam pritipurvakam dadami buddhi yogam tam. I will give him intelligence. Like that Srila Prabhupada is saying here in this purport. Okay. So in Arjuna's case, Arjun is directly asking Krishna, you tell me, now I am your disciple, I am surrendering unto you. You tell me what is good, what I should do, what I should not do. Directly Krishna will tell. So is Krishna going to tell only Arjun? So Srila Prabhupada is quoting 10:10. So actually 10:10 talks about a pure devotee who is always constantly doing devotional service only. And to that person, the Lord in the heart, Dadami Buddhi Yogam Tam. I will give him Buddhi Yoga by which he can come to me. I will give him the intelligence. So the principle is always be engaged in devotional service. That's the point. And whatever activities you do it for Krishna's pleasure. Then you are on the path. You are on the path. Then you will get guidance. How to make further progress. Next paragraph. Veda.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Thus, the Buddhi Yoga mentioned in this verse is the devotional service of the Lord, and the word Shankya mentioned herein has nothing to do with the
Atheistic Sankhya Yoga.
atheistic Sankhya Yoga enunciated by the impostor Kapila. One should not therefore misunderstand that the Sankhya Yoga mentioned herein has any connection with the atheistic Shankya, nor did that philosophy have any influence during that time. Nor would Lord Krishna care to mention such godless philosophical speculations. Real Shankya philosophy is described by Lord Kapila in the Srimad Bhagavatam, but even that Shankya has nothing to do with the current topics. Here Shankya means analytical description of the body and the soul. Lord Krishna made an analytical description of the soul just to bring Arjuna to the point of Buddhi Yoga or Bhakti Yoga. Therefore, Lord Krishna's Shankya and Lord Kapila's Shankya, as described in the Bhagavatam, are one and the same. They are all Bhakti Yoga. Lord Krishna said, therefore, that only the less intelligent class of men make a distinction between Shankya Yoga and Bhakti Yoga.
Sankhya Yoga Prithak Balah Pravadanti Na Panditaha. Thank you. So, what is Sankhya Yoga? Right? So, original Sankhya Yoga is spoken by Lord Kapila to Devahuti, that we see in the third canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. And what Krishna is mentioning here is actually it is not even Kapil Dev's Sankhya Yoga which is being quoted by Krishna here. Srila Prabhupada is saying here actually Krishna is trying to bring one directly to Bhakti Yoga, because again Sankhya means Jnana. I told you Jnana means what? You want to go and merge into Brahman. Why would Krishna guide someone to do that? Right? When he's personally standing there, why would he direct, especially Arjun, why would he guide him to do that? Or anyone, right? So even that Sankhya philosophy, the original Sankhya philosophy which was spoken by Kapil Dev, that is not the topic being discussed here, Srila Prabhupada is saying. It has nothing to do with the current topics, because this is directly, Srila Prabhupada is taking it as Bhakti Yoga. Buddhi Yoga means Bhakti Yoga. Okay? Again, I already explained this to you earlier, like a few minutes before. According to the previous acharyas, Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, this chapter, the word Buddhi Yoga in this chapter refers to Nishkama Karma Yoga which is actually leading to the Jnana path. And the Buddhi Yoga of the 10th chapter, that is actually bhakti, your devotional service. But Srila Prabhupada tries to bring us in every purport directly to bhakti. So Srila Prabhupada is saying this Buddhi Yoga, Srila Prabhupada is connecting with the 10th chapter's Buddhi Yoga, saying, bringing us directly to bhakti, so that we may not, go here and there. Oh, I can try this and that. No need. Just come directly to bhakti. That's the intention. Okay. Okay. And then there is another Sankhya philosophy given by an atheist, Kapila. He also called himself Kapila, and that was much later than Krishna. Why would Krishna quote that Kapila? That happened much later. That's because some people, when they quote this verse, apparently they say that Krishna is also talking about the atheistic Sankhya philosophy. No, this is not that. So that's the point Srila Prabhupada is making. Okay. And you know what is Sankhya philosophy? Sankhya philosophy, again, it's like understanding that, I'm not this body, I'm a spirit soul, by analytical study. Next, Neelambari Radha Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam, Jai Srila Prabhupada.
Dandavat Pranam Mataji, Jai Srila Prabhupada.
Of course, atheistic Shankar Yoga has nothing to do with Bhakti Yoga. Yet the unintelligent claim that the atheistic Shankar Yoga is referred to in the Bhagavad Gita. Should I continue?
Yes, ma'am.
One should therefore understand that Bhakti Yoga means to work in Krishna consciousness.
Buddhi Yoga, Mataji. Buddhi Yoga.
Sorry. Yes, Mataji. Understand that Buddhi Yoga means to work in Krishna consciousness in the full bliss and knowledge of devotional service. One who works for the satisfaction of the Lord only, however difficult such work may be, is working under the of Bhakti Yoga and finds himself always in transcendental bliss by transcendental engagement, and one achieves all transcendental understanding automatically by the grace of the Lord, and thus his liberation is complete in itself without his making extraneous endeavors of acquired knowledge. The acquire knowledge. There is much difference between work in Krishna consciousness and work for fruitive results, especially in the matter of sense gratification for achieving results in terms of family or material happiness. Buddhi Yoga is therefore the transcendental quality of the work that we perform.
Yes. Thank you, Mataji. So this is actually, try to see the connection between Nishkama Karma Yoga for devotees. Okay. Nishkama Karma Yoga is generally done for the Gyanis, but Srila Prabhupada, so Buddhi Yoga means that Nishkam, because Nishkama means what? Nishkama means not desiring the results. Nishkama, you're working but without any expectation, without any result. Who will do that? Nishkama means, it's like the Gyanis, they don't expect anything, they don't have any love, they don't have anything for this, there's no feelings for the Supreme Lord. They're just giving up the result. It's like, throwing all your result somewhere, like that. But for the devotees, it is, that's why Srila Prabhupada is saying, in Krishna, working in Krishna consciousness. Work we still have to do. Why? As I described earlier for Bhagavatam, we have to do work because we have still those desires, material desires we still have. And without getting full Shraddha in Bhakti, if we just gave up work, we will become cheaters, pretenders, which is not recommended at all, which is not advisable at all. Right? So stay where you are, you do the work, but change the quality of your work, Srila Prabhupada is saying. And that work becomes, it's the transcendental It's the art of making your work transcendental. Nice. That doesn't mean it is pure devotional service yet, but this is the stepping stone to pure devotional service. So Buddhi Yoga here, which is Nishkam Karma Yoga, Srila Prabhupada is perfectly, appropriately saying Buddhi Yoga here is Bhakti Yoga, but not the Bhakti Yoga exactly as in the 10th chapter, because that is pure unalloyed devotional service. This Buddhi Yoga means you're working, you're doing karma, but you're offering it to Krishna. Because of that offering, your karma is also becoming bhakti. So you're on the path now. You're on the path. Not yet in pure bhakti. Pure bhakti means anyabhilashita shunyam jnana karma dhyanavritam anukulyena krishnanushilanam. That is pure devotional service. But to get there, you start like this, right? You work. But of course, it's not, if you are simply working and if you're not doing, you're not chanting, not hearing Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, not associating with devotees, that's it's a very, very long process. You need association of devotees, an association of pure devotees. Then we will get the Shraddha like them. We will also get Shraddha in Bhakti, pure devotional service. Then we will enter. But this is the way to start. So we have to do both. In our case, we have to do both. Because we are not completely free from desires, we have to do some karma for maintaining our bodies, families. But even that karma, how to make that work transcendental is offer it to the Lord. Offer it to the Lord. And every work that you do, that's what Srila Prabhupada, if you see Srila Prabhupada's teachings, your family, see them as devotees of Krishna. And then you serve them as these are Krishna's people and I'm serving Krishna's people, right? You cook and you offer and then you feed them. Like this, everything that you do, if you're working and you're earning money, you do some job, you're earning your money, and then you see that with this, I'm going to serve Krishna with this money. So this way you're connecting your work with Krishna consciousness, and this is the art of making work transcendental. And this is called Buddhi Yoga. This is called Buddhi Yoga, or work in Krishna consciousness. Okay? But this is not yet Ananya Bhakti, because Ananya Bhakti's conditions are not yet satisfied. But this is a stepping stone. And actually, if you want to go into further details, even the work that we do should be the work which is only recommended in the scriptures, not like as the time is passing in Kali Yuga, we are going further and further away from the natural lifestyle which is given by Krishna, isn't it? Even in our childhood, we would go in our holidays to see our grandparents who would be living in a rural setup. You would still be able to see cows, you would still be seeing fields, you could go and see. Do our children get that today? It's obvious, it's very clear that we are going further and further away from the actual lifestyle, right? Krishna's lifestyle, right, is in village, right? All the pastimes, you see Ramayana, you see Mahabharata, you see Krishna Leela, where are they happening, right? So even the work that we do, if that work is actually done in the mode of goodness, then the progress is faster in Krishna consciousness, because it's pure, right? Mode of goodness is pure compared to mode of passion and ignorance. So anyway, that's a big topic in itself, but at least to begin with, connecting, right? Offer everything to Krishna, because without offering, we are losing connection. So offer, and then again, when you say offer everything, like in Patram Pushpam Phalam Toyam, Krishna says, or Prabhupada says, well, you cannot offer meat and coffee and tea to Krishna, can you? You cannot offer. You can offer what he will accept. So similarly, if you want to really fine tune, then what type of work can I offer to Krishna, then you do work which is pleasing to him. You do cow protection, you do farming, you do any other occupational duties which are according to the injunctions of the scriptures, not like factories and like modern you know jobs. But that's, I think, 99% of the jobs in the world today. So, but when it is beyond our capacity at the moment, then do the best of a bad bargain and just try to offer whatever you have to Krishna, but with the vision and with the hope that someday we would like to live a lifestyle which is actually pleasing to Krishna, which is pleasing to Krishna basically, because devotees means we want to do something which is pleasing to Krishna. We want to make an offering which is pleasing to Krishna. So this is Buddhi Yoga, offering your work to Krishna, work in Krishna consciousness. This is Buddhi Yoga. So how nicely here we see Srila Prabhupada is connecting this Nishkama Karma Yoga to Bhakti Yoga, right? So that's the beauty of this verse. Finally, we completed that verse. Just quick, I'll leave you. Just we'll read Srila Prabhupada's Lilamrta. Otherwise, we'll lose touch with the topic. Srila Prabhupada's Lilamrita. Oh, we are starting a new chapter? No, we are not. Okay. One second. Okay. We call our center, okay, so Srila Prabhupada is incorporating ISKCON. We call our society ISKCON. Prabhupada had laughed playfully when he first coined the acronym. He had initiated the legal work of incorporation that spring while still living on the Bowery. But even before its legal beginning, he had been talking about his international. How many centers are there right now? I mean, here, just 26 Second Avenue. And Srila Prabhupada is saying, International Society for Krishna Consciousness. And so it had appeared in letters to India and in the Village Voice, the local newspaper, and the letters that Srila Prabhupada sent to India, International Society for Krishna Consciousness. And who were Srila Prabhupada, who was he preaching to? A few hippies that would come. But Srila Prabhupada was seeing the future, International Society for Krishna Consciousness. A friend had suggested a title that would sound more familiar to Westerners, International Society for God Consciousness. But Prabhupada had insisted, Krishna Consciousness. God was a vague term, whereas Krishna was exact and scientific. God consciousness was spiritually weaker, less personal. And if Westerners didn't know that Krishna was God, then the International Society for Krishna Consciousness would tell them by spreading his glories in every town and village. Krishna consciousness was Prabhupada's own rendering of a phrase from Srila Rupa Goswami's Padyavali written in the 16th century, Krishna Bhakti Rasa Bhavita. Did you know that? Krishna Bhakti Rasa Bhavita. Bhavita, consciousness. Krishna Bhakti Rasa Bhavita. From that, Srila Prabhupada took the term, he coined the term Krishna consciousness. Okay, to be absorbed in the mellow taste of executing devotional service to Krishna. But to register ISKCON legally as a non-profit tax-exempt religion required money and a lawyer. Carl Yeargens had already gained some experience in forming religious, political, and social welfare groups, and when he had met Prabhupada on the Bowery, he had agreed to help. He had contacted his lawyer, Stephen Goldsmith. Stephen Goldsmith, a young Jewish lawyer with a wife and two children and an office on Park Avenue, was interested in spiritual movements. When Carl told him about Prabhupada's plans, he was immediately fascinated by the idea of setting up a religious corporation for an Indian Swami. He visited Prabhupada at 26 Second Avenue and they discussed incorporation, tax exemption, Prabhupada's immigration status, and Krishna consciousness. Mr. Goldsmith visited Prabhupada several times. Once he brought his children, who liked the soup the Swami cooked. He began attending the evening lectures when he was often the only non-hippie member of the congregation. One evening, having completed all the legal groundwork and being ready to complete the procedures for incorporation, Mr. Goldsmith came to Prabhupada's lecture and kirtan to get signatures from the trustees for the new society. We will continue reading tomorrow. Thank you all so much, dear devotees. All of you have a wonderful Sunday in Krishna consciousness. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.